Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel Nes4 Code, the place where code nourish. We are in 30 days challenge. Let's see the day 4 problem. Count the cheese cubes too. So this is the second version of the problem which we have seen in the day 3. So we have a tray which is filled with the cheese cubes. We need to count the cheese cubes and one cube cannot be placed over another. And we can ask the length and width from the user for the box and also the size of the side of the cube. The length and width would be the same for the cube. So the difference is there can be a left out space or gap in the tray or between or the sides. So we have to print exact cubes which can fit in properly. So we are not going to cut the cubes and fit them in the tray. They should be fitted properly. So let's see the example. Like if the size of the tray is 13 by 7 and cheese cubes are of 3 by 3, right? So we can see, right, we cannot fit all these cheese cubes properly. And like once you see the tray, and we start placing cheese cubes, so you can see there will be a, like we can just place in this area the cheese cubes and some part of the length and some part of the width will be left out, right? And so we need to get the count of these cheese cubes only. Yeah guys, so let's see the coding part. So our program will primarily consist of input logic and output, right? So in output what we'll be getting, we'll getting trace length, right? We'll ask user to input the trace length, right? Similarly, we'll be getting a trace width also, right? And the side of the cube, because for cube the length and width will be the same. Okay, and what will be the format of these values, right? There is nothing mentioned, so it can be, so we can consider them for now, they will be in integer form. Okay, so let's go with the int here. Like we are considering it to be an int, or we want, because all these test cases, if we see, they are mainly dealing all the values in the integer form. So I'll give it the int form for all this, because in Python we have all the inputs in a string form, so we have to convert it to int. Okay guys, so now the things come in. Can you do something like area of tray divided by area of cube? Can we go in this direction? No, right? Because we have not, there is no surety that this will fit in properly. Okay guys, so let's try with something. Let's try to compute the area and then, okay, can we go with this approach? Say tray length into tray width, and area of cube will be side of cube square, right? So can we say count cubes equal to area of tray divided by area of cube, and then we convert it to int? Will this work? This will work only in the case if we agree that we can cut the cubes and then fit in properly, and whatever fit in properly we will get. But now because we know that we cannot cut the cubes and fit in, we have to take both the parts separately. We have to divide the length of the tray with the length of the cube, and we have to divide the width of the tray with the width of the cube. So what does it will primarily look like? We have to go with the tray's length, because we need to get the area, the region where the cubes will be fitted properly, right? And we will multiply it with tray width divided by side of cube, guys. But when we do this, we can get values in float also. But right, we need to, after this division, we need to get only the area which can be fitted properly, which will be there properly. So we need to convert these to int, right? And the point is, we cannot first multiply these things and then convert it to int. It will not work. We have to get the length part separately and we need to get the width part separately, and then we can multiply it to get the total count, right? So this will be primarily our logic part. So we'll move it to the logic part. And what will be the output? We'll just show the user the count of the cubes. So I will repeat, this will give us the length part where the cubes will fit in properly. This will give us from the width angle the cubes will fit in properly. We have converted using int, so we kept the exact value. Otherwise it will be in float and we'll get the cubes more than the actual value. Okay guys, so we are done with our program. Let's try out with the different input output set. So first is 12, 10 and 3. It's 12, it's 10, it's 3. We are getting the count as cube of 12. Let's go with the second test case. What is the second test case? It's 10, the length is 10, width is 12. Side of the cube is 4, number of cube, okay. So it's 10, 12 and side of the cube is 4. Number of cubes, count of the cubes is coming as 6 for us. Yeah, it's matching the test cases. Okay, let's go to the third case for this problem. So what is the third test case? The trace length is 20, width is also 20 and we have a side as 5. 20, 25. For us the output is coming as 16. Let's match it. Yeah, so it's also matching with the given set. So guys, don't forget to try this problem on your own, right? And also like this video and subscribe to our channel for more such awesome problems. Thank you.